Great. I am live. I'm live. I'm live. And the Freud thing's back. That's awesome. That's great. Right, I'm live today because I kind of have a bit of an announcement. It's not done yet, but essentially I'm thinking about making a new channel. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about this and kind of get your take on it, see if it's a good idea or not. I do not know what's wrong with my voice. It's just on stream. I was talking to Damon just like well, not so long ago, and basically my voice is weird. Just when I'm on stream, just recently, it feels harder to talk. I don't understand it. Anyway, maybe I just need more fluids. Hold on. Hey, Ken. So, yeah, okay. I might as well just get on with it because basically I just there's a couple of things I just want to talk about, and like I said, I wanted to get your guys' take on the new channel idea. Now, for a long time, I basically haven't had a presence on YouTube that's not related to the bear or the belly community. So it's kind of like it's my bear channels. All the bear channels are basically part of the Tubbs network. However, I've always wanted to do a channel on YouTube that basically is not that's kind of I don't want to say more legitimate, but you know, that's not related to anything sexual, you know. Anyway, kind of. It depends what you consider. I'm gonna have to start over again. The Bear Tubbs channel, basically the Bear Tubbs network, the Tubbs network is basically it's not just about the sexual stuff. So I kind of consider it not just about the sexual stuff. A lot of things related to the channel are not totally sexually motivated anyway. Oh god damn it, I can't really talk about that. It's really irritating. Basically, it's super softcore bear porn, right? You know, it's super softcore bear porn. That is all the Tubbs stuff, and all stuff on the Tubbs network. And again, for the longest time, I wanted to do something that was completely not related to basically the Tubbs network. I've always wanted to do that. One of the things that I wanted to do in the past was basically do a kind of like a sci-fi tech show, you know. The problem with that being that it can be done and it has been done now by so many other people out there. A couple of people I work with, in fact, basically have gone in to do things like Space Dock, and I'm trying to think of the name of that. Oh, there's a few out there that basically that use the company's service that I work for. So yeah, a while ago I started the Escape Pod 42, and it was going to be kind of like almost like a comedy sketch base kind of take on. I was going to try to talk about these things in a funny way, and all those videos are still up as far as I know. They have been slowly deleted by YouTube every now and again, but apart from that, I think the bulk of the videos are actually up for you to go look at. So if you want to check those out, go to Escape Pod 42 and have a look. I tried to be as entertaining as possible, although it sometimes doesn't show. It didn't show sometimes. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Basically, I did it for a year. I did it for a year, and essentially nobody watched. And again, there seems to be a pattern with the stuff that I do, apart from the Tubbs network. So yeah, I kind of I wanted to persevere with it, but essentially I was doing a bunch of other stuff at the same time, and I was also working quite a lot more. So it's eventually kind of like for the amount of for the amount of like 2 people that basically watched it when it was up and running, it didn't get any traction really. It didn't feel like it was worth it for something that basically I do as a job at the time. So it was kind of, yeah, I wasn't feeling it. It's not like the Tubbs network, where I get a lot of people basically talking to me about like various videos ideas and camera technique and stuff like that. I just didn't get that from that. So it was a bit of a shame when eventually I just decided that I didn't upload one day, and I kind of didn't notice, so it wasn't that sad. But yeah, so then I basically focused on work and did a bunch of other stuff, and there was no apart from the Tubbs network, there was nothing up on YouTube that was necessarily mine. And one of the things that I wanted to do is basically I wanted to have a new channel. I wanted to have a new channel and a new presence. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but basically there's some weird stuff on YouTube that's just completely just strange. That's there's that guy smiling in front of the camera every day. I don't know if he still does that. I have no idea if he still does that, but that would be funny. I need to look that up. But he just sits in front of a camera and smiles, and he can do that for sometimes hours. It's a little bit creepy, but it's kind of funny. But basically, there's stuff like that. Now, I kind of did like I have done in the past. There have been kind of weird channels up that I have done in the past that basically are they're nothing naughty, nothing weird or creepy, apart from one, but that wasn't really creepy. It was more like horror creepy, not child molester creepy. It was more these channels are gone, so I can just say them now. There's basically a kind of an emoji face symbol that was mine, and all it was a webcam that was outside facing up, so basically it faced the sky. I even put my phone on streaming in a waterproof case, and I just left it outside of my office, just looking up at the stars and the sky and stuff like that. And that actually got a lot of attention and a lot of views, but it wasn't really, it wasn't really giving me. It wasn't really. I basically, I was weirdly fascinated because I was looking into a lot of psychology stuff by what people would put comments on these videos and stuff like that. Made about 100 of them. Most of them were live streams, and essentially, I got like one person saying that this was boring. So you know, I wanted to continue doing that, but essentially that the bandwidth was crappy, and eventually YouTube just took the channel down. It just basically terminated the channel because of spamming videos, apparently spamming live streams, not really having a point to the live streams or something. So yeah, that channel doesn't exist anymore. It's kind of sad. But there was a whole point to this channel, and I was hoping that somebody would basically pick up what was happening on this channel. I even, you know, I put some effort into it, and yeah, it was kind of just for, it wasn't really meant to be a huge deal. Hi Jeffrey, and hi Panda Fox, by the way. Just noticed that you're in the chat. But I was, you know, it was quite deep. I basically was just, it was kind of a thing of like, I messed with the camera angles and stuff sometimes, and I even laid in a little bit of clues, both with the symbol of the channel and also the actual the actual channel. Yeah, what happened was I basically it was supposed to be a dead person or a person in a coma just laying in a field, and I basically just the process of you know, just being there, being present, but being unable to interact and stuff. And I just wanted to, it was a deep concept, and it was like I said, it was a psychological experiment. But yeah, so yeah, if you know of a channel that basically just has sky footage and does streaming, that was me. I did lay in clues, by the way. I have mentioned it. I've mentioned that a couple of times and kind of winked at the camera, kind of a wink at the camera that was me doing this. But I mean, like I said, nobody really cared. It got like about 100 subscribers, that channel, just kind of nice. But yeah, but no, I still wanted something after, you know, I've done, and I had those couple of channels for a long time, and I basically, yeah, when I stopped doing one of the channels, I converted it into the Meadow Critters channel. It basically got changed into the Meadow Critters channel, and that was fine. Tiny problem with just converting stuff and everything, and multiple channels and all that stuff. But no, it seemed to be fine. But now I want to do something else, and it's good that Panda Fox is here, because I don't know if he'll be interested, but it kind of relates to something that he was talking about with the critiquing. I'm going to turn Meadow Critters into an art critic channel, kind of, because a few months ago, basically somebody got in contact with me and said that they, you know, that this was when I stopped doing the art. You know, this is when I stopped doing art, and I've been trying to get back into it, and it will happen. It'll most likely happen after the vacation. But yeah, but yeah, I'm thinking about opening up an art critique channel just so that I can have something that isn't the Tubbs Network, you know, on YouTube. Again, because it's just you know, it's creative and stuff like that, but the Tubbs Network doesn't let me mess around with certain things, and basically I kind of wanted to help people, because this is what that person said. The person that basically posts to DeviantArt and for Affinity, and what happens is that they would basically ask me for my opinion on something, whether, you know, whether their thing was good or bad. And basically, when I went, you know, offline for a long period of time, when I haven't uploaded anything to DeviantArt, well, to for Affinity for a long time now, because I just haven't had the I haven't had it, you know. I just haven't gone back into the art thing. They were worried, and they were basically Oh, sorry, but that I wasn't basically going to be on Fur Affinity anymore. I said to them that even if I do drop off of Fur Affinity, then like I'm still going to be on DeviantArt, and I will definitely, you know, rate your pictures and stuff like that. But no, they said that they would like to work with me on a new channel idea because they would like somebody to give, you know, critique their art. And they said that I was the fairest person that they knew to do this, and that's really flattering. So I thought, why not? And I said to them, you don't really have to work with me on this. I've basically got an empty channel. I could do this, you know. But no, they actually wanted to work and maybe even appear on it occasionally and stuff like that. So yeah, we've been working together for the past couple of months, figuring out exactly how to do this, and we think we've got it like kind of nailed down. The only thing is that basically they're not ready to post their art on the you know, they're not ready to be the first person to be art critiqued by this person. So I said, well, we could do it on anything, and you know, I might even do my own one, my own artwork. The problem with that is that I'm very critical about my own artwork because I drew it, so I know where all the mistakes are. So it wouldn't really be in, yeah. So yeah, I basically wanted to get your take on this, your guys' take on this. One of the reasons why I went off on the huge art lecture thing yesterday, was it yesterday's stream? I think it was yesterday's stream. Was basically because I basically had a meeting with this person, you know, kind of like an online chat meeting, and we were basically discussing this already, and it will be all artwork. It will be photography. It will be, you know, it will be any media that isn't film, and it isn't animation or film, because I feel like that although, you know, although singular frames are really nice, you know, they're basically a snapshot, and they're you know, I can kind of critique of that particular frame without actually having to go through the entire movie or the entire animation or anything, because that is the more complex a piece of art is, the more you know, the more subjective it is, you know, the more decisive it is, you know, divisive, so it is, polarizing. Even it can be even polarizing. It's just, it's a thing. It's a thing. So it is going to be basically just like pictures and stuff. So yeah, I've been kind of like sitting on this for well, about a month or so now, and I keep thinking to myself, I'm just going to do it after Vegas. So yeah, what do you guys think? What is all of your opinions on it, and how would you feel about like maybe even submitting artwork, or basically submitting a piece of artwork that isn't even, I was going to say, isn't even yours, that you don't own, but suggesting artwork, even famous artworks and historical artwork, I'm totally okay with. You know, basically it will require a bit more research, but I'm thinking about basically having like 2 or 3 shows on this channel. It's going to be the Meadow Critters channel, because I'm not doing anything with that one. You know, where I basically you know, submissions, you know, artist submissions, artists, you know, but suggestions, and then there's going to be like my picks that I'm going to do every now and again, and we're going to like change it up every month or so, and yeah, What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Like I said, Panda Fox, I would love you being an artist and everything. I would like to hear your opinion on this. I would like to do a teaching thing, but the thing is that I would need equipment to do that. I would need I need a desk. I'd need a proper camera, a proper tripod, you know, and the ability to actually draw with the camera facing down on that kind of layout system. So I figured I wouldn't do that because, you know, it's not that it's hard, it's that it's expensive. I don't have any money, so yeah. I've got an itch on my leg. So yeah. Also helps because I basically don't have a job really, you know. I'm not doing anything for the volunteer agency anymore. I do the occasional counselling, but it's super. It's only very super occasional, and yeah. So a friend of mine said to me that basically, you know, the reason why they think that I might be a bit out of it with the whole art thing is that I've got a big event coming up. I've got my vacation coming up, so essentially, I'm just checked out. It's like when you're about to leave your job, you know. You just kind of don't give a crap about it. You're just incredibly unmotivated to continue working, really. Oh, sorry. I really needed that moisture. That was bugging me. You got more Pepsi? Well, I only had 2 bottles left, and these are smaller bottles than regular bottles, so that is my last Pepsi. But Damon's coming back home, so essentially, he said he's going to bring some more home, so that's nice of him. I'm just going to read the comments because I haven't done that yet, and I'm not getting. Yeah. I love the blueberry inflation video. I saw the comment. I did see the comment very much, and the inflation 34 video too. Yep. I put that up for Panda Fox. There wasn't anything in it to basically be super flagged by YouTube. So, yep. I don't know if you've seen it yet. I didn't. I keep forgetting to. Every time I log on to this computer, I basically am looking at, you know, Discord immediately comes up, and I'm like, I've got to tell somebody something, but I can't remember what it is, and I'm really sorry, Panda Folks. But I hope you like the video anyway. Hopefully that was the one that you were looking for. That sounds like that sounds great. That's an awesome idea. I think that sounds like a great idea, Tubbs. Well, thanks, Jeff and Ken. Like, yeah, I mean, would it be something that you're interested in? I mean, it could be any piece of art. So I'm also going to be trying to be completely impartial, but at the same time, when you're critiquing something, then, you know, you can't really be that impartial, you know. I mean, you have to say if it's good or not, if in your opinion, if it's good or not. So yeah. I'm usually very good at being impartial anyway, and seeing most of the good stuff and the bad stuff, but emphasizing one or the other. Hmm. The thing is, basically, I was actually thinking about like trying to find a career, an actual career that I could actually have, that would actually pay me. And I was thinking about this not so long ago. And I can't, I can't think of anything that I want to do. It's a real pain in the ass because I've never found my niche, and that pisses me off. I've had a lot of careers, I've had a lot of jobs. I've never had a career. That's what I meant to say. Um, Bums me out. It just bums me out a little bit. But yeah, I was thinking about basically trying to get back into the actual teaching thing. But yeah, I don't have the money to basically pursue education to get degrees and stuff to become a teacher, which is a pain in the ass. But you can do that stuff on the internet, and this is a good way of basically building up skills to maybe one day doing something. Doing an actual job. But yeah. Okay, backwards in the shower. Panafox, I don't know how much I can reiterate because basically I've said everything. I have a couple of paintings I did back in high school you could critique. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things that I'm going to be starting on. Basically, I'm going to be doing a. It's going to be like a short video, like 5, 10, 15 minutes long, of like artist submissions. So yeah, I'm basically if anybody wants me to do any critiquing of an art piece, then basically I'm going to have to open up I'm going to have to open up that communication, obviously. Did I have it? No, I do. I do actually have a work email that I can use this for. So yeah. I definitely understand what you mean, Tubbs, but you have many things you can do, but you want to find something that will be rewarding to you as well. I just want some direction. It's really pissing me off that basically that's the thing that I've got stuff that I want to do, but I can't do, and it's really annoying. Well, that's the thing. I'm opening up to any artist. It's not going to be a thing. I just joined, so the channel would be art review. Well, it's going to be art critique. It's going to be kind of an art critique, art critic. But hey, Itchy, it's like I said, it's going to be an art critique. I basically I critique the artist submissions, and that's going to be one of the shows. Another show is going to be kind of like a suggestion thing where I critique a suggested piece of artwork. It could be literally anything, and then I've got my own personal like topics as well that I'm going to be doing, month to month as well. So yeah, it's going to be one of those things, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be basically, I'm trying to make a career. One of the whole points of the Escape Pod 42 channel was basically I wanted to be that to be my career. I'm going to try to make this my job. I don't know where this will lead, but I'm looking forward to beginning it. I'm still going to be doing all my other stuff, but But yeah, just like I said many times in this stream already, I just wanted your guys' opinions on this. So far, they've been very positive. So I'm going for it. I think I'm going to go for it again. Much like my whole, I'm going to be an artist thing. It could end with not badly, because I don't think Meadow Critters basically ended badly. I think it never got anywhere. It never went anywhere. So I had one client. So yeah. It's not a bad idea, but I know trying to find guidance is a bitch. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I've been a guidance counselor. I don't know how I would approach my case in particular. It's really irritating, it could be any art. It could be any art, anything. So it could be literally anything, even just crappy sketches that you just did. Like, I would try to do at least a 5-minute video on that. I could always help with merch. Yeah. Like I said, we're waiting for it to build momentum first, By the way, the OnlyFans page is going nowhere. I logged onto it the other day to basically, I was going to upload some pictures and shit, and there was no activity on it at all. It was kind of sad in a little way. Anyway, I'm going to try to get my own press to make my own clothing company. Really? Is it going to be for plus size people? Because that would be awesome. Me and Damon, actually, we wanted to do that. Kind of almost have a side business, almost. He actually gets paid a nice amount. I'm not going to go. Yeah, I should shut up about that. He basically, me and Damon were going to go. We go to all of the festivals here. We go to all the 1940s weekends and the revival weekends and the reenactment weekends and the beer festivals and all that stuff. And they, there's a lot of people in costume, in the 1940s costumes, and in the, in World War I and II, like uniforms, and even some steampunk stuff and all that stuff. Problem is, I can never get anything there that fits me. Damon can barely get something that fits him, unless the stall actually does custom clothing. We're kind of fucked, so we're kind of screwed, and I wear the same thing every year. So me and Darren basically have toyed with the idea of basically coming up with a plus-sized costume company, along with my aunt-in-law. It just never got off the ground because, she lives fairly comfortably. Damon's never needed money. For we're all living quite comfortably, apart from me. So it was kind of like, yeah. But anyway. Calling it Stay Inside. That sounds sweet. Speaking of sketches, I drew a new design for your personas. Also, because Stay Inside is going to be like Stay Inside is going to be a podcast of game reviews. Ooh. It's going to have all sizes, all of them. A t-shirt maker, Chris. It does sound awesome. It does sound cool. I'd like to say that I'd love to support you and stuff, and I definitely buy some of your stuff. But the problem is that basically I can't buy it unless this YouTube. You could sponsor the show. I could basically give you a free sponsorship. If I ever get enough like subscriptions and stuff, I'll definitely give you a free sponsor slot on my show. But anyway. So you guys think that like I said, I'm hearing nothing but positivity from you guys about this idea. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, it's probably going to happen. The first episode I've started writing a script for. Just on one of the episodes on one of the classical art pieces, because I'm doing literally all art, any art. One of the pieces is the picture behind me. It's going to be one of the first. So yeah, I'm going to go through I've started writing the script for it. So yeah. It's probably not going to be the first episode ever, but yeah. But no, I will open up, when the channel is up and running and stuff. I will open it up I will make an announcement on the Tubbs network. Problem is that basically it's not going to be really connected to the Tubbs network, although I do not mind people, being on there as well. It doesn't matter. But yeah. More tattoo design. Tubbs, I'd send you free clothes. Get rid of them. Yeah, no, I get that. But that's not really me supporting you. That's just me wearing your stuff. It's not the same. Like I said, the only way that I could help really is basically by, you can put an ad on the Tubbs network stuff. There's channels on the Tubbs network that basically have at least 500 subscribers. Quite a few of them now. I think Bear Tubbs even has about 500 subscribers as well. So, like, you've got advertising. If anybody wants to advertise, they've got a good product, I will be more than happy to advertise. I'm not above that. But yeah, only certain people will get it for free, obviously. I'm so stoked for you about this idea. I'm excited for you. Well, that's sweet, dude. That is sweet. In a reality sense, make sure you have a true way of how you want to do this, because this is a hard thing to get off the ground. But if you feel you can do it, I support you. But it's truly going to be a bitch to stop. Well, like I said, I've been sitting on this idea for a couple of months now. Well, for about a month, I've been talking with somebody about this. They kind of convinced me that they wanted to do this, but I'm they have no experience being in front of the camera and recording stuff, and basically I just said to them, I can do that. And they were like, holy crap, that'd be great. So yeah, I didn't bully them out of this position. But yeah, no, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I just hope that this is going to be more successful than the Skateboard 42 channel, Meta Critters, all of the other weird channels that I've made. So, yeah, whatever. Dude, yeah, thanks, Tubbs. That's really sweet of you, but yeah, I'd love to help with clothes when it comes to that. I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got a bunch of shirts and stuff. When I go to pack my suitcase sometime next week, I'm going to be doing a whole stream about like, what shirts should I bring and all that stuff, along with the other extra items. Somebody is asking me. Somebody asked me, "Are you bringing your body paint to Vegas?" And I was like, I never thought about it, and I can't really do that because I'd be in the pool. I'd have to shower before I go in the pool, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah. Anyway, Panafox, that looks awesome. I've never done because I'm a freelance tattoo designer as well. See, I don't have a job. I have lots of jobs. That looks awesome. I've never actually done a kind of like a Nautilus, Kraken, sea creature, octopus, squid. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the word squid. It never hit me in the head. I've never done like a squid-like creature before, but that would make the most sense, actually, wouldn't it? Because they're the ones that can actually have the kind of like flowing, like loopy tattoo designs and stuff. I've never seen. I don't remember the last time I actually saw an octopus tattoo design. But yeah, looks cool. I like it. At least for US shipping. Well, no, I'm hoping for a personal delivery. I'm hoping for a personal delivery. This would be great, Tubbs. Hugs. I'm glad. Well, like I said, I'm glad that the positivity. It's been all positive. I do appreciate it. I'll be right back. Oh no, where did you go? I like Cthulhu, so I had to try. Well, it looks, like I said, it looks good. It's a it's a very good design. Is this actually going to be a tattoo, or is this going to be? Is this just a design, a kind of like a concept thing? Because I nearly went into critiquing. I took some pics for the Photoshop project today. Cool. Cool. Probably just concept, yeah. Well, that's a bad thing. I'm just looking. It disappeared because it went down lots. There we go. Get onto those pictures in a minute. No, I do like everything's kind of slightly. It's the symmetry's a bit off. I know, I'm what I'm trying to say, um, whenever I've done tattoos in the past with a tribal design, I tried to make the one side with the overlapping. Whenever I've done a tribal design, it's the best to basically make the opposite side the complete opposite with the overlapping. So if you have like on one side one line going over one arm or one blade or whatever you want to call them, a tendril going over the other, on the other side it has to be reversed. So it's just it will look cleaner. But I mean, like, asymmetry is actually really good, you know. What am I trying to say? But no, that's good, because once you've got the layout like you've got here, but once you've got this, then you can easily just kind of like use this as kind of like a guide for where where everything's going. You just don't know what order the things are going in. That's what I was trying to say. Because I've done I tried to do a tribalistic Celtic knot, a really complicated one. That was like super overlappy, and holy crap, it was like the very first time I did this, I was like, I don't know how to get all of these, where things are overlapping and where things are not overlapping. And what I just did is I did it all in pencil. I did both layers, kind of one on top of the other, in pencil, and then basically in pen. Then I basically I went over it in pen in the correct order that I wanted it to go into, and it looks really good. It once it's completely outlined, it looks really good. Like I said, it looks really good. If you put your hand over it, you can actually tell that it doesn't look there's just something off about it, because some parts are symmetrical with the other side, and then there are some parts that are complete opposite. And that's what's bugging my eye. Apart from that, the design looks great. It does look great. Is this an actual tattoo design, or is this just a concept for an idea? I know you said it's a concept, but is it a concept for an actual tattoo? I'm not good with symmetry. Me either, but actually that's a complete lie. That's the one thing I'm actually really good at, because of the ambidextrosity. I don't know if there's a thing. Because I can write with both hands, I found it very easy to basically look at something and then convert it, the mirror image of it, and then put it on paper, draw on paper quite easily. So yeah. As for the pictures, you're real cute, you know that, right? I do like the grump face. That's it. But annoyingly, I know people hate it when I do this. Oh, Damon's here. People hate it some people hate it. Well, I've had this in the past with myself. Basically, like when you kind of like when I'm giving daddy brow, and somebody does the it looks adorable thing to me. I'm like, oh God, I hate you so much. I'm sorry, but it's a really good picture of you. No, they're really good. I want it to be a personal concept. If I get a tattoo, yeah. Well, I mean, like my Angela, which by the way has some overlapping hairs and stuff, but I've never really, yeah. All I've got to say is that basically, when it's a tattoo that you're designing for yourself, try not to overthink it. However, I couldn't get over that, because in my head, all I could think about is, like, if I make a mistake on this, it's going to be on me forever. So yeah. But try not to think about it. If you excuse me, I've just got to bear attack. I will put the banner up, but I've got to do this now. I'll be right back. Oh, no. Right. Sorry. I was away for a longer than I was expecting. It's cold out there. Sounds Damon time. Yeah, that was message. The message thing. Yeah. My phone has an intercom setting. It's connected to the house phone. So my old phone has it has an intercom setting. So if you basically pick up a handset in the house, you can actually ping the other phone handsets in the house. But if you basically have an app that's connected to that specific phone, then it also ping those phones. And it's just like the Facebook ping, but it's louder, like super loud. Anyway, yeah. Bear attack in progress. Yeah, basically. Yep. You have no reason to be sorry. No, I was longer than I was expecting because I told Damon about the fence panel, the storm damage, because I'm forever having to basically push the fence panels back in because of the storm, because of the windy weather, because spring winds here are the strongest. So it's the strongest wind of the year. It's usually the spring winds. To the point where I've actually thrown something, not in the garden, but in the front garden. I've actually thrown something away from the house, and it just came right back at me. So I did it just to test the wind strength. It's quite impressive. You can kind of be pinned up against the front door one a few times. Whatever I was trying to say. Anyway, yeah, I'm forever having to push the fence panels back in because they keep bulging out because of the wind. And they're old fence panels and they need to be replaced and blah blah blah. But no, one of them had basically come out and I couldn't actually bend that without breaking it. But I told Damon about that and said that we should just fix it in the morning. And while I'm telling him about it, he basically is picking up a crowbar, and we came outside. So you might have heard that, because it was literally just right there. Anyway, blah blah blah. So guys, is anybody else wants to talk to me about, or are we good? Because I think I've done the announcement. I will basically be making another video on here, just explaining that that the new channel is up. I might keep the channel name as The Meadow. I don't know. It sounds nice. It just sounds nice. But until then, I'm basically not going to do anything with the channel just yet. I'm after Vegas, definitely. I might have some content up on there, and well, we'll have some content up on there, and yeah, we'll keep talking about it at least, and maybe even get some stuff in. I don't know. There might even be a room on a fourth show for Google Hangouts to basically, or Discord, to basically just do kind of like almost an interview thing with with the artist thing. So yeah, I'm also not going to be just in my robe all the time. Most of the time, it's going to be voiceover over a picture anyway, on account of basically I'm going to show the picture up. I'm going to basically critique it, you know. So I'll critique it before, but I'll have a script and everything. So yeah. It's just something I wanted to get your take on, and I'm glad that you guys have been basically just all positive, which has been great. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this. I got nothing else. So anybody got anything else for me? And I'll just toodles for now. Such a cool endeavor. Well, it's just another idea. I mean, if it sorry, if it falls through like meadow critters or anything else I've done in the past, then basically I'm not gonna be that bummed out about it. You know, normally these things kind of that just happens for me for some reason. I don't know why the Tubbs Network has been as successful, but whatever. Go take Damon. Damon's going to bed. Damon's going to bed. I'm not sleepy. Despite yawning, that was just me on stream. And I said yawning. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I was hoping Itchy would come back again, but, you know, he's busy. I understand. It's all good. I was thinking the same thing, kind of, folks. Good night. And hey, Snuggles. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah. Appreciate the videos that I put up, guys. Panafolks, I hope you noticed the human volume video that I uploaded. But till then, belly rubs, belly salute. And I might be filming something tomorrow or the next day. I don't know yet. It won't be juice because I have run out of juice. I accidentally drank all of the juice. And afterwards, I was like, you know, after my lunch today, I basically I was drinking the rest of the orange juice, and I was like, oh shit, you know, had like tiny bit on the bottom of the bottle, and I was like, oh, but I might be doing, and I might be back tomorrow to do the live tubs of filming on the Burpee Tubs channel. But if I don't see you then, I will see you the next day. Oh, fuck. I'm not tired at all. It's because I've been from the cold to the warm, so yeah. I think that might actually have something to do with the nose and the throat and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, bye for now, guys. Thanks again for this. This did make me feel a lot better about this. So yeah. Fuck it. I might as well just mention today I completely broke down. I completely had I don't know what it was that broke me exactly. I was watching a video. I was kind of playing on my phone, and I'm watching a video at the same time. And I happened to look up, and I saw the first time that you know, a person got a puppy. A person got given a puppy, and I was super happy about it. And I don't know what it was, but it broke me. I was in tears. I was crying really hard. And I was super sad. You know, I was in severe emotional pain. I have no idea where that came from, but it hit me really hard, and it's just, yeah. I'm actually welling up thinking about it again, but I don't know why. Yeah, just random depression wave thing. Just it completely sank my ship. But I don't have no idea what it was. But I am okay. I didn't want anybody to think that basically, you know, I noticed in myself, I caught myself, you know, my words have been cut off a little bit every now and again as I've been speaking during this live stream. I don't want anybody to think that I'm bummed out about anything. Just regular depression. I'm okay, but it's been a kind of residual thing for me. I have no idea where it's coming from, but I think it's just because I've been very happy for a long period of time because of my holiday coming up, and this broke me for some reason. But yeah, I'm good. I just wanted to clear that up. Sorry, I didn't have to add this, but I don't know why I felt like I wanted to just and honestly, I'm okay. I'm okay. Random sad goodbye. Sorry about that. I'll be back soon to do something.